In the criminal justice system, random gun violence-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Genoa City, dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of a keystone cop squad known as the Trash Victims Unit. These are their stories. Well, well, well. If it isn't myself with another Young and Restless episode recap, who am I? I'm your host, Keisha Chantal, aka Billy's orange prison jumpsuit. Do I look great covering trash? Here we are at the GCPD holding cell, where the pillows are flat and the blankets made out of steel wool. And Billy is having terrible, terrible nightmares, tossing and turning, all the voices of everyone who's ever cared about him and not cared about him echoing in his brain. He's tormented, obviously.
I didn't shoot you, which means the person that did is still out there somewhere.
Well, I'm going to wait for the jury to decide that.
Of course, Billy doesn't agree. He thinks that they should be reversed. Adam should be in prison, and he should be on the outside taunting him. But alas, this is not Adam's nightmare. This is Billy's.
I mean, what would you do without me? Where would you project all your self-loathing and inadequacies? I mean, I am the best scapegoat that you have.
All the goading and the egging on by Adam, or Adam's spirit, finally gets Billy to lose it a little bit. And he says, listen, stop comparing me to you. We are nothing alike. You aren't redeemable. I am.
Say it. I am a loathsome, heartless bottom feeder.
I'm not gonna say that.
Go ahead. Give it a try.
And I guess this is where we begin slipping down the rabbit hole. So, grab your glasses, guys. This is going to be one hell of a trip. So Billy steps outside of the jail cell and immediately is transported to the Abbott living room where Amanda, Lily, and Jack are talking about supposedly the outcome of the trial.
We never lost a case. I thought we had a chance.
Wait, don't blame yourself for this. Your work was impeccable. We just never came back from the testimony of that eyewitness.
Apparently, he's in some kind of fever dream, watching himself, but yet not actually being a part of the conversation. Think A Christmas Carol, but instead of Ebenezer Scrooge, we have Billy Trash Abbott, visited by the ghosts of Screw Up Past, Screw Up Present, and Screw Up Yet to Come. So as the discussion continues, we learn that the reason why Billy was convicted was because Michael did an excellent job obliterating his character in front of the jury.
The jury bought it completely.
I know, I will never forget his words.
William Abbott, a cruel and vindictive scion of a wealthy, privileged family, and devoted himself to the single-minded pursuit of vengeance.
Well, let's skip down to Crimson Lights, where Abby is waiting to drag Billy through the mud. And drag she does. She shouts out, Billy!
It's about time you showed up.
Abby, can you see me?
Of course I can see you. It's easy to see trash when it's standing right in front of me. Actually, she never said that. Instead, she said this.
I don't know what to think of you anymore. I used to think that you and I were the most alike out of anyone in the family.
We are.
And Billy says, listen, I'm so sorry, okay? But I did not shoot Chance. But does Abby listen? No, she goes on and on and on.
You are incapable of living a simple, peaceful life. You are a chaos junkie, just like Adam.
Don't compare me to Adam. Abby, I am nothing like Adam. Abby!
Oh my God. Who is this Abby? She is quite fired up. At least she's not giggling, which is a relief. Because sometimes I just can't stand to hear the laughs. Next stop on the Nightmare Express is Newman Towers, where Billy steps into Victoria's office, where Johnny and Katie are instead of at home. Interesting.
Do you remember when the television broke and the screen just suddenly went dark? You both were standing nearby, and I thought that maybe one of you had caused it.
But it wasn't our fault. Yeah, the wire just got loose.
Exactly. Well, that's kind of what's going on with Daddy right now. people are accusing him of doing something that he didn't do.
Of course, the children can't understand this. I mean, who can blame them? They're kids after all. But my God, to be a child of a Newman or an Abbott and grow up with all the burdens of having your parents and their trauma must be hard. Ask Faith.
My only crime was publishing an article that you brought me that you almost insisted that I run.
Are you implying that this is my fault?
No. I wanted that article out just as bad as you did, but it made me a perfect fall guy, and now I'm paying the price.
I have to really stand by Billy on this one. I think they're both at fault for that article.
That article was a means to an end. It was a business move so that I could make sure that Adam never sat in the big chair at Newman. For you, it was just an in itself.
It never would have been published if she didn't bring him the dirt. Okay? Now, yes, he added some water and turned that dirt into mud and rolled around in it like a little pig, but she started it. He just finished it. And suddenly the children disappear into a puff of thin air, and Victoria leaves, and when Billy runs after her, this happens?
You didn't think you were going to get off this easy, did you?
You set me up! You set me up!
They get into an intense argument. Victor says,
Billy Boy Abbott! That's a child's name. With the sensibilities of a kid. You were a screw-up.
Gentlemen, can we discuss this like civilized adults, please? No? Actually, they can't. They hate each other's guts, whether it's in real life or in Billy's nightmares.
Look at you. You're beautiful. I know this is a dream. And when I wake up, it's gonna feel like my heart's being ripped out.
Ah, Delia. She would be alive today if her father didn't leave her in a car in the middle of nowhere. But he did, and now she's dead.
If you'd been living an honorable life, no one would have assumed you committed a crime.
No, this is just because of the article about Adam. And Michael did his job and made me sound obsessed.
Aren't you?
My goodness, these teenagers sure are lippy, huh? Even in the afterlife.
No. That was just work.
Just business?
That's right, honey.
Well, I guess let's step into the DeLorean, guys. Where are we going?
I know you.
Looks like Johnny's in trouble and needs a lawyer? My God. All right, let's find out what's going on.
You ever think about getting a job? Because I am really sick of seeing your face in here. Johnny Abbott.
I don't know how many years Billy's been in jail, but judging by the size of Johnny, it's been quite some time.
Lucky number 3.
A lot of money disappeared from Jabot's accounts. There is a good chance the DA is going to want you charged as an adult.
No, come on, never gonna happen.
Embezzlement is a serious crime.
Whoa. Embezzling, you say? Well, sounds like the bad apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Didn't Billy embezzle a huge amount of funds to cover some gambling debt when he put his boat up for collateral?
Don't do this. You let Johnny go. I'm sorry.
As it turns out, Adam has taken Johnny under his wing, teaching him all the ways to be absolutely rotten and detestable. All right, you crazy kids, we're back at society, where somehow things seem to have ended up in the right place for Billy. Before he can really relax in this moment of what would be triumph, Victor comes in and shits all over his parade.
What nonsense. Your disaster waiting to happen, Billy boy. As we speak, your life is circling closer and closer to the drain.
Time and your energy and everything you did for my freedom. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life proving that that wasn't a mistake.
You don't have to prove anything to me. I'm your ride or die.
Man, I tell you, that prison life sure has brought out a new side of her. Ride or die? Someone call Kane and tell him what's going on. I'm sure he would love to know.